Bunnie
She was a
XO,
Vegas girl.
Bunnie dropping truth.
Bunnie XO,
Dumb Blonde podcast. And Bunnie XO. Jelly Roll's wife, Bunnie XO. Miss Bunnie.
Is this thing on? What's up, you s***ers? Welcome to another episode of Dumb Blonde. We are back, baby. The foursome, because now Momo's here too.
Hey, Mo.
Hello. Over here in the corner.
Yeah, she's like, let me be in the corner. Dude, I've been working out so hard trying to get this IVF weight off. I literally came straight to the studio from the gym and I'm still sweating with a full face of makeup on.
Can we talk about how like everything you prepared to be hard in this journey was the easiest parts for you, and everything that everyone said was going to be the easiest is like the hardest for you?
So last time we had a podcast, I gave you guys an IVF update all the way up to the egg retrieval. I do have some news for you guys after the egg retrieval. Okay. I just would like to let you guys know that it sucked. I think I ended up with like a little bit of OHSS, like a mild case of it. And if I'm sorry, but the women who get the severe cases of that, holy freaking moly.
What is that?
It's because you get overstimulated, your body like starts filling up with fluid, which is why my stomach was like out to here.
No way.
And that can start going into your lungs, and like people have to have it drained and stuff. And it's so painful. Remember how I kept saying I'm like in so much pain and like just nothing was getting better. I'm a little over 2 weeks out now and I'm feeling so much better. I had my first period. Like everybody said, they're like, oh, the stems is the hardest part and blah, 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 blah. And like the stems for me was so easy. And everybody's like, oh, the egg retrieval is a breeze. After 2 days, you're going to be recovered and feeling great. No, no, sir. I was not. It took like day 11. I was concerned. I messaged my clinic and I was like, hello.
Me again.
Not only have I gained 6 pounds on this shit, when does that start coming off? And secondly, why am I in so much pain? And like, I took pictures. I looked like I was 4 months pregnant. Like Mimi's like, let me see. I'm like, no.
I was like, send them now.
I'm like, those are not circulating in the atmosphere at all. I was like, this is not happening. But my first period came. Everybody said the first period is so bad. This one has been a breeze. I was working out by day 2. You know, and my period, it's day 4 and my period's almost over.
Yeah.
So I've dropped 2 of the 6 pounds, but I still have a little to go. But man, hormones put some weight on you, man. I don't know how girls do back-to-back cycles.
No.
The women who do this IVF journey are a different breed.
They're strong.
No.
Everything from physical to mental is insane.
It's crazy. Like these women are just straight up soldiers, man. And I get it. They're on a mission for a goal, but how bad do I want that goal? You know, like I don't know if I'm built like them. Maybe that's why I don't have kids, because I'm not built like them. You know, I can't do it, man. But we're back on track. I'm working out. You guys know that we own the Sacred Heart Boxing Gym in Brentwood, Tennessee, which is right next door to Southside Strength. And Lisa and Luke own Southside Strength. Lisa has been my trainer off and on for the past, I think, like 6 years. And, you know, anytime I'm with her, man, my body is always A1, dude. Anytime I leave her, I don't know why I get cocky. I'm like, I look good. I could do this myself, you know? No, wrong. I'm sorry, but I can't push myself. I don't know how people work at home, you know, do their workouts at home. I just can't push myself enough to do it. So we're doing 2-a-days. So we're literally working out. And then as soon as we're done weight training, we go into boxing. And by the time boxing comes around, none of us can lift our legs or arms. So we're just literally punching the air.
Tapping it.
Yeah. It's no energy whatsoever. Like just cannot do it. But it's good. It's been really good to like sweat and stuff like that. So I said all that to say that I'm sitting here dripping with sweat with caked on makeup.
Yeah.
Sides of my mouth are itching. It's just really not comfortable. Yeah. How's you guys' day?
Well, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I went on a walk, but I didn't do all that.
You guys know I'm intense. I have to do everything at an
To
intense speed.
100 plus all the time.
Yeah, I literally am like, I'm not going anywhere. They offered me like an interview for someone very huge. And I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I'm healing after surgery. I have got to get my mental health and my body right again. Like ACM awards are coming up.
I do feel like you gotta like, you're always number one. So I pride you in like,
Yeah.
all for the fact that you're like, you know what? Me and my mental health are first.
Yeah. Well, I just took 30 days to inject hormones and make a baby. And now I'm taking 30 days to get all that shit out of me and just.
I feel like we should have swapped it. We should have taken the month after
Yeah.
off instead of during it because you did great during it. You were like, dude, I could have worked this whole time.
Could have worked the whole time. Like,
it's the recovery, I guess. That's like the more intense
So if I ever do have to do another cycle, we know I'm just going to work through it. So we've had some really cool events happening in the house. You guys know Momo's going through a breakup, and we talked a little bit about her breakup a couple weeks ago, which we ended up sending to her ex too, because he's such a douchebag. And I'm not saying this man is a douchebag just because it's one of my best friends.
He's a douchebag.
Like, this man.
How we said he's a little bitch. He is a little bitch.
No, he's a little bitch. And Meme and Hailee don't know this story. They're literally sitting here
waiting for this.
They're literally sitting here with bated breath. Okay, so
we should have got popcorn for this one.
For sure. And I'm going to tell the story because, Monica, I love you, but you don't tell stories very good.
I suck at telling stories. I seriously suck at telling stories.
All right, good. I told her to explain it to Lisa today, and I was just like, come on, get to the good points.
I just went to this main part.
She went straight to the main part. I'm like, no. You've left out so much. Okay, and Hailee, this is going to make your stories look like child's play.
Finally.
I know.
Someone outdo me.
Someone else.
I did not think that there would be a man out there to top all of your stories. Worse than stain. I would take.
All right, tell it.
What?
And do not tell. Let me tell the story though.
Oh, tell the story.
Okay.
If we went from the beginning all the way up until what we found out, we would be here for a week.
Yeah.
This is worse than Family Guy.
Worse.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys know that Mo moved out here. When did you move out here, Mo?
What are we in? March?
Yeah, April. Consider some of the most successful brands like Aloe Yoga, Allbirds, and Skims. You likely recognize them for their standout products, innovative branding, and powerful marketing strategies. But what often goes unnoticed is the engine driving their success. The business infrastructure behind the scenes. What truly sets these brands apart isn't just their products, it's the seamless systems, tools, and technology that make selling more efficient. Take Shopify, for example. As the invisible backbone for millions of businesses, it enables entrepreneurs and established brands to streamline operations, process payments, manage inventory, and enhance the customer experience. Without this kind of infrastructure, scaling rapidly and delivering the seamless shopping experience consumers expect today would be nearly impossible. Success isn't just about the product, it's about the systems that make selling effortless. Nobody does selling better than Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not so secret with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts going abandoned and way more sales going. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/bunnie, Bunnie. All lowercase, go to shopify.com/bunnie to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/bunnie. The Great Rewards hunt is on. So join the hold on, let me start over. The Great Rewards hunt is on. So join the adventure with DraftKings Casino. For fun seekers, follow the trail to huge jackpots, weekly bonuses, and exclusive games. What the is that? After exclusive games. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. And exclusive games. But the excitement is only getting started because new players can get 500 casino spins on a featured game. Just sign up with code BUNNIE, BUNNIE, and wager a minimum of $5 to receive 500 casino spins on a featured game only on the most rewarding place to play, DraftKings Casino. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 plus. Physically present. Physically present in Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Connecticut and Ontario. Eligibility restrictions apply. Hold on, it's going so fast. Am I reading it too fast? New customers only. Non-withdrawable casino spins valid for featured game only and expire in 168 hours. See terms at casino.draftkings.com/bunny. Promo ends 4/27/25 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, baby. Good? We knocked them out.
March 8th.
Okay, so Momo moved out here March 8th. Granted, she was in a really f***ed up relationship for the past 2 years. They haven't been getting along. You know, Momo went through 2 miscarriages with him, and you know, they're kind of trauma bonded together. I get that. And if my friend loves somebody, even if I don't like them, I'm still going to tolerate them for her, you know, and whatever. So this man, you know, Momo and him were still together. He let her leave Florida for one. And, you know, that's a sign right there that, I'm sorry, but if a man really loves you, he's not going to let you leave the fucking city.
But again, he wanted me to stay, and the housing situation, not my cup of tea.
Momo has always worked very hard. She's always been a hard worker. And that's one thing I've always loved about Momo. She fucking is a worker bee.
Always has her own.
Always has her own apartment, always has her own car. Not to put you on blast, but this totally man has made her lose everything, pretty much. Like, they were homeless, and he wanted her to like sleep on an air mattress with him in Florida. And she's like, dude,
sharing a room with his best friend.
Right. Because he moved in with his best friend. So remember the best friend. So anyways, and he moves in with his best friend. This man, mind you, is almost 50 years old. Okay. And living on an air mattress. And he's married with 3 kids, correct?
Yes.
Wait, the best friend?
No. Monica's ex. Okay. Hold on.
Guys.
But that's not even the worst part. That's not even the worst part.
Bring
The
it
whole time
back.
you were dating, he was married?
Yes.
Yes.
He wouldn't get divorced.
He kept telling her that he would not get divorced for some reason, whatever. And I kept telling Monica, I'm like, Monica, he's playing both of you.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's not telling you the truth about that. And she's like, no, he's not. He's telling me the truth, blah, blah, blah. Well, come to find out, they got in a fight because he went out on a date with some other girl behind her back. He's always using like apps to text people behind the scenes and like just weird. He's weird. He's a weirdo.
When I first met him, he had an iPhone, might I add. And we were texting. I go, why are the messages coming in green? He's like, oh, I don't know. I have no idea. Well, once his wife found out we were texting, she texted me, and then all of a sudden everything became blue. Yes.
Right. So this man has a habit of just being a scumbag, which, okay, cool. You know, rightfully so. If you want to be a douchebag, be a douchebag. So, and, you know, Monica moves here, and they get into a couple little arguments, but they've decided like, hey, we're going to make it work. We're going to still be together. I'm just going to better myself out here. You better yourself out there. I'm coming to do work in Nashville. When I'm there, I want to see you. Let's see how things go. Right? Well, one night, Monica had gone to dinner with Bug. And when he was calling the phone, I said, do me a favor. Don't answer the phone. I want to see how he acts, you know, because he does this to her all the time.
Because when we get into arguments, he would turn off his location, not answer his phone, not tell me where he is. And it would just drive me crazy where I'm thinking, am I the crazy one here?
Yeah.
What am I doing wrong?
Yeah. So anyways, she doesn't answer her phone, and this man goes apeshit. He called her like 108 times.
Yes.
Messaged you.
So that was that night?
Yes. So we're taking it all the way back.
I get, a message request, some random person, and when I open it,
it's him.
Yep.
He messages me.
Messages my mom, calls my mom, who lives in California.
So anyways, he's cussing her out, talking to her, whatever. And I looked at her and I said, Monica, a hit dog will holler. I said, that motherfucker is guilty of something and he's projecting something onto you. Whatever. We get past that. They fucking get back on speaking terms. They're going to try to work things out. Everything's fine, right? Yeah. Monica just keeps forgiving this man. And I mean, he's done so much shit that we haven't even brought into this whole conversation. And they're talking, whatever. He calls Monica one night and Monica's like mid-bite of a taco and she doesn't answer the phone and he starts tripping out on her again. Oh, you can't answer the phone, blah, 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 whatever, like tripping out on her. And at this point, I'm just like, this motherfucker is so guilty, dude. I can't wait till we can figure out what this is, you know?
Yeah.
And again, they get through that. And Monica goes to call him like a day later. And all of a sudden he's like, oh, I'm eating tacos. I can't answer the phone. Like, Monica, this dude is a tool belt, dude. Like, please, he's a douche canoe. I'm like, go through the fucking phone bill. Go through the phone bill and let's find out who he's talking to. So they're fucking beefing, whatever. Finally, I just looked at Monica and I'm like, Monica, turn this man's phone off. Like, for real, you don't need this in your life. I'm like, you deserve so much fucking more. Because he's like, he's telling Monica, you're never going to amount to anything. You're a loser. All you do is
user.
All you
I'm
do is use
them.
people. You're living this fantasy life. Like, I haven't been best friends with this girl for 20 years and know every piece of this woman, you know? He became verbally abusive.
I don't need your negativity in my life. Leave me alone. I go,
We're
I'm
done.
happier than a pig in right now.
Yeah, we're done. You're never going to come back from this. You're like, just crazy shit. I was like, Monica, he is almost 50 years old. Tell that to go get his own phone, turn his phone off. She turns his phone off and it's been peaceful ever since. Thank God. But anyways, Monica the next day decides to go through the phone bill.
Because it's in my name.
Because the phone's in her name, by the way. This man can't even get a phone in his own name. Has 3 kids, can't even get a phone in his own name. This man was texting another girl. Monica found out that he was texting another girl from like 12 until 3 a.m. She found the girl's phone number, found her Facebook, all this other stuff, right? And like...
While we were still together.
While they were still together. While they were still together. This happened on March 22nd. They didn't break up until March 25th. So keep that in mind. So, you know, Monica's like coming up with excuses for this man again. And she's like...
Always. Okay, I always try to give the
I
benefit
love
of
their
my
faces,
doubt.
right?
I know.
But you know me. You know me. I'm like, there's something there. I'm like, no. We're going to dig. We're going to dig, baby. So she gives me the phone number. And I got ye old burner phone out again, right? The old burner number.
Good old faithful.
Good old faithful. And I text her and I said, hey, this is my new number. Well, the girl doesn't text back, right? And so the next morning, I'm like, are you not talking to me or something? And she's like, hey guys, if you want to hear the uncensored version of this, head over to our Patreon at dumbblondeunrated.com, where we have all the fun, all the unedited stuff, all the explicit stuff. Come on over. Goodbye.